All right, and we're back. After some technical difficulty and troubleshooting, we got the chat. So if you were here for the last one, we didn't have the chat, but now we do have the chat. So we're gonna wait for some people to trickle in. Oh, we already got two people. Two people. Hi guys. You can go ahead and say hi back in the chat because we have that now. Isn't that just dandy? Yeah. I'm just gonna. It's smart cookies. We finally got chat. Yes, we did. Yep. Luckily, there are people smarter than me who know how to do this stuff. So, bam. It's pretty awesome. How is everyone doing today? Everyone doing good? I woke up this morning at 11 o'clock. And tell you what, it was wonderful. I woke up feeling refreshed. Oh, there's 3 people on here. Hi, everybody. Tired. Jeff, wonderful! Exclamation point! Exclamation point! Exclamation point! That is awesome. You guys are great people. I love it. Love it. We're all here. Oh, it's telling me my connection is unstable. I don't care. It doesn't matter. We're still going on anyway. All right, we'll give it a little bit more time. Today we are going to be going through the first day of our devotional. So if you have not already, go ahead and like our YouVersion. If you don't have the YouVersion app, just go to your app store, just search up Bible, and it should be the first thing that pops up. Once you download it, create an account and all that kind of stuff, and then search up Element Youth, and we should pop up, and you can find the plan. And if you can't figure out how to do that, the plan is called How to Stop Worrying. You probably can't even see it. It's called How to Stop Worrying. It's straight from YouVersion. So we'll give it a little bit more time, and then we'll go ahead and get into it. It's going to be a great day. Penelope is ready and roaring to learn about Jesus and how to stop worrying. She's got a lot to worry about. Here we go. Teresa put it in the chat. She said she's reading the YouVersion plan, How to Stop Worrying. Thanks, Teresa. All right. Let's see what we can do. We'll give it a little bit longer, just a tad longer. Just a tad longer. Is everyone staying sane right now? Is everyone good? Good. I hope everyone's good. If you're not good, then just let us know, and we'll help you get good. That's what we're here for. We're here for you guys. All right. So we've been in for a little bit. So let's go ahead and get started with our devotional. So this is the devotional part. So let's go ahead and open up with a word of prayer. Father God, I thank you for this day. Thank you for you being you and you giving us opportunities, whether we may not understand what's going on right now, but we can still stay headfast in you and headstrong and just be in your word and with partnership. Thank you for technology and letting us be able to do this. Hopefully we get something out of today. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Amen. All right. So are people in yet? I don't know. Are you guys ready to go? I'm ready. I'm ready whenever you guys are. So let's go. If not, it's just going to be like story time. I'll read it to you guys. We'll have some commentary, a little bit of banter back and forth. It'll be great. So let's get into it. It says, why we worry. Let's go ahead and read this. If worrying was a professional sport, many of us would be the most valuable player on our team. Can you identify with this? It's so hard not to worry when trouble looms all around us. Now, that's just perfect for what's going on right now. Like, the entire world is just in a state of, like, chaos and worry right now. I mean, and even when there's not a national pandemic going on, a lot of people worry. It's one of the biggest things that's going to happen in life. But through this devotional and through other devotionals, hopefully, and through our conversations we have, we could figure out how to, combat the worry and get above the worry because one of my favorite Veggie Tales from back in the day is God is bigger than the boogeyman. You guys know that one? If anyone watched Veggie Tales, like that's a big one right there. He's bigger than the boogeyman, which means like if you're scared of it, he's bigger than it. If you're worried about it, he's bigger than it. So you don't have to worry. So we're gonna get some practical things right now of how we can help combat the worry and all that kind of stuff. So let's keep on reading. The word worry has a few definitions in the dictionary. The one we will refer to in this plan is to torment oneself who cares and with cares and anxiety. Every time we worry, we are tormenting ourselves. No one else is making us do it or doing it to us. We're doing it to ourselves. Yeah, that's a I think I'm probably one of the biggest, like, oh, I overthink a lot, oh, that's me, or like, you guys ever have those times where like somebody says something and like they don't realize that they say it in a certain way, and then like it's stuck in your brain all day, and then like you're just like you can't sleep. 'Cause, that's me. That happens a lot to me. So it's worrying over like little things that really don't even matter. And so it's like it says in here, it's tormenting ourselves for something we don't even need to be tormenting ourselves over. Most of the time it's just things that we do in our own mind that just hold us up for the rest of the day or for a while. So let's keep on reading. When we worry, we're allowing our minds to dwell on difficult circumstances, overwhelming fears, and other stresses that are weighing us down. We're consumed over actual things we're facing or potential situations that may never occur. That's good. We hold ourselves down on things that may never happen. Like when I was in 6th grade, I had this crush on this one girl. She was like the coolest girl in school, right? And like I was like, oh, is she gonna like me? I don't know. What if she doesn't like me? What if she hates me? And like I was just worried. And you know what? You know what? I didn't even end up like actually talking to her ever because I was scared to talk to her. But that's not important right now. But I was worried and I was like losing sleep over like, oh, should I talk to this girl or not? And it was just something that was so just like silly. It didn't even matter. But I let myself worry over it and I lost a little bit of peace because of it. So, but that was six and that was what 4 or 5. I'm just kidding. That was a long time ago. Um, it was what, like 6 or 7 years ago, actually. Oh my goodness. All right, let's keep going. Worry causes frequency from sleeping, impacts our relationships, affects our appetites, and causes us to perform poorly at work. Yeah, man, that happens to me all the time. Like when I get like anxious or something, like I can't eat, and like I love eating. Like that's like during like the quarantine and stuff, like all I've been doing is eating. You know what I'm saying? So like I love eating and it sucks that like, you know, when you worry sometimes you can't eat. That's beside the point. All right, let's keep on going. Let's keep on going. It says we tend to worry about what matters to most to Ugh. We tend to worry about what matters most to us. It is also the place where we tend to trust God the least. When we have an extra amount of pressure put on us, we're under stress. We worry about things that stress. We worry about things that we're stressed about. Sometimes we're facing at home or work with friends or family members, or a fear that has overtaken us that we can't seem to overcome affect us. And when we are stressed, we look for ways to cope. Some choose denial, others choose substances. Many choose worrying as their coping mechanism. Um, I mean, that's good. That's good right there. Um, uh, that just put it blank. That's like black and white on the page. That's really good. Um, it says, imagine that worrying is a fire. The more we allow worry to occupy our thoughts, the more fuel we are putting on the worry fire. Now we all know that fire's bad, unless like you're around a campfire and you're roasting marshmallows or you're cooking a pizza on a fire oven. Like fire's bad. Like if you're like something's burning down, unless it's supposed to be burning down. We'll give fire a pass on this one. But for this instance, we're just gonna imagine that it's a fire that we're adding fuel to the fire by worrying, and it's bad fire. Um, uh, you're worrying about it. It's dictating your life. It does nothing but make it a bigger problem. So, like, a big problem for me right now is graduating. So, I'm a senior in high school, and with everything going on, it has been just complete chaos to whether, are we gonna have a graduation ceremony? Like, am I still gonna graduate? Am I gonna get my diploma and that kind of stuff? And it's probably been one of the biggest things that I have been worrying about ever since all of this has started. Is like, what's gonna happen in school? Am I gonna graduate? Am I gonna have to go back? Like, and that's something that me and other people who are seniors are dealing with right now. And I guess not just seniors, but people who are in AP classes, like, what's going on, what's going to happen. And that's a big case for worry right now, or like, not being able to like hang out with your friends. Like I'm missing my friends a whole bunch. I'm missing hanging out with you guys at youth, seeing you all on the weekend. It's crazy. And like, it's stuff that like just weighs on me, and it worries me. And like, just worrying about it, it's just adding fuel to the fire. So I need to, and I guess anybody who's worrying just needs to realize that everything happens for a reason. And I know it sounds super cliche, but sometimes the most cliche things are like the most honest things. That's why they're cliche, right? Everything happens for a reason. Um, what if we don't worry at all? How much extra time in the day would we have to devote to the things that are positive and actually make a difference? The return on our investment would be unbelievable. We have a certain amount of mental and emotional energy each day, and we mustn't give it to worry. So, over the next few days of this plan, we'll be learning about what Jesus said about worry, how we can stop this toxic cycle, and how to never let it have its way in our lives again. So, when we get to the bottom of the devotional, it has some questions that we're going to reflect on. So, the first one is: would you consider yourself to be a person who worries on an average day? How often do you dwell on things that have no control over you? So go ahead and put in the chat if you want. You don't have to, but just consider: are you a worrying person or not? And how often are you letting that happen? I know me personally, I on most things I don't normally worry. When it just concerns myself, I don't normally worry. But when it affects like other people that I care about, then I'll worry a little bit more. Um, uh, back when I was younger and I didn't have as much faith as I do now. I would let things just absolutely consume me. Like, I wouldn't sleep, I wouldn't eat. It'd be horrible just because of worrying about things that didn't even really matter. But now that I've grown and I'm walking in faith, and I've grown my relationship with Christ, I know what He says about worry. I know what He says about other things, and it helps. So I think this devotional is going to be awesome because it's going to help us deep dive into some things that Jesus says about worrying. All right, and then the next question that we are going to reflect on is: ask God to reveal His truth to you over the next few days regarding worry. So over the next few days, let's just be open and honest with God. And maybe, if you're communicating with your friends or something, be open with them and start a dialogue with them about worrying, because, a lot of the times we think it's just us, but most of the time, if we really think about it, it's a lot of us, and a lot of us worry, and it'd be a good dialogue to have with your friends, and it'll help you guys, stay close over these times where we're social distancing. So next, after those reflection questions, we are going to go over some scriptures and see what Jesus actually says about worrying. So let's go ahead and get into that. So Proverbs 12 says, "Anxiety weighs down the heart, but a kind word cheers it up." Man, that is so true. That is so true. I'm lucky to have some amazing parents and some amazing sisters who know me really, really well, and they can tell when I'm acting different. You know what I'm saying? So they can tell when I'm anxious, and they can come beside me, and they can lift me up, and they can encourage me with a kind word. And that is just so awesome. Proverbs 12 is that was great. And I encourage you, if you don't have that relationship at home, with your family or your parents and stuff, rely on your brothers and sisters in Christ, some people that you have relationships with, your best friends. Let them know that you're having a bad day. Let them know that you're worrying about something, and they'll more than likely, hopefully, they'll come beside you and they'll encourage you and give you some good words. And speak words over yourself. If you're worrying in your own head, one of the best things you can do to combat that is you can just speak life to yourself. If you're thinking poorly about your self-image, just you are fearfully and wonderfully made in God's perfect image. Those things, they're from the Bible. They hold so much truth, and yet we don't take it for what it's worth anymore. And those are things that we can say over ourselves to help us not worry, and combat anxiety, speaking life over ourselves and having people who love us and care about us speak life over us. So that was Proverbs 12. That was really, really good. Let's go ahead and hit the next one. Here we go. Isaiah 41, verses 10. No, it's just verse 10. It's a long verse. Okay. So do not fear, for I am with you. We can just stop there, honestly. The first 10 words of Isaiah 41 are so, like, if we just say this, if we say it, then bam, like, it's do not fear, for I am with you. God is always with us. He loves us so much. It continues to say, do not be dismayed, for I am your God. He's not the God. He's not a God. He is the God, and he is your God. He is the one and only God, and he is 8 words. Sorry, thank you. And he loves you, and he is your God. He is like your personal God. He loves you, and he wants to be there for you. Oh, laughing emoji face. Thank you. Thank you. All right. It continues to say, I will strengthen you and help you. I will hold you with my righteousness. So those are just, whenever you're feeling down, maybe, whenever something like that. Just go ahead and open up the Bible. There's lots of encouraging verses, but Isaiah 41 definitely is a big help. Let's go ahead and hit the next one. All right. This is our last verse for today. So I'd encourage you to go back, read these verses for yourself, meditate on them, study them, get some context from them, here and there. The last one comes from Matthew 11, verses 28 through 30. And it says, come to me, all weary and burdened, I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. That's just amazing. These words are coming from Jesus himself. He's saying, come to me if you are worrying, if you are anxious, if you're scared, if you don't know what's happening in the future, if you're uncertain, come to me and I will give you rest. He says, take my yoke upon you and learn from me. We can learn so many things from Jesus and the way he handles things. I mean, he knew everything that was going to happen. He knew that he was going to be crucified. He knew that he was going to be betrayed. He knew everything that was going to happen. And he was calm, cool, and collected through all of it. So when it says, take my yoke and learn from me, we really, if we do that, if we take that to heart and learn from him, it says, for I am gentle and humble in heart. We can have a gentle and humble heart, and that'll help us combat some anxieties and some fears. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. So, I mean, that's just good there. He loves us, and he's saying, come to me, because when you rely on me and when you rest in me, I'm going to make it easy. I'm going to make your burden light. Now, that's not saying that everything's going to be easy, but, it'd be easier compared if you didn't have God on your side, because you can do one thing with God and you can do the same thing without God. And there's going to be two drastically different, things that weigh on you, because one, you can put all your worries and burdens on God. And one, you have to handle things on your own that God didn't intend for you to handle on your own, because he wants you to rely on him. So that is our devotional today. Stop by. The next time we hop on, we'll have a Instagram post and a Facebook post letting you know just when we're going to be on. It's going to be awesome. Go ahead and read through the first day again if you want. The scriptures are in there. The Bible plan is in the chat also. So I really encourage you guys to read through it and then come back next time whenever we are whenever we do it again. Oh, and it also says we have a special announcement coming soon. You guys have to come back to know what that is. So I'm just saying, it's coming soon. So be watching out. Love you guys. Oh, it'd be so cool. It'd be so cool. Just thought about this. You know how on the weekend they do the benediction? Let's do that. I think that'd be awesome. Let me see if I remember it. All right. Here we go. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord lift his face upon you and be gracious to you. Oh, I totally messed it up. We'll do it again. Ready? All right. We're gonna do this. This would be so awesome. I know it. I hear it every week. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord lift his face up. May the Lord shine his face upon you in countenance and peace. I totally messed it up. You know what? We'll do it next time. Come back next time to hear me do it the right way. All right. Love you guys. We'll catch you guys later. See ya.